Hi, I'm Nathaniel.
I'm Xavier.
I'm Brandon.
I'm Amber, and this is our crash course on Confucianism.
Confucianism?
I thought this was on Buddhism.
Oh yeah, I remember.
Confucianism was not confined to China. It spread to other parts of the world and similarly influenced outside societies. In Japan, a set of refinements known as the Taika reforms sought to not only remake the emperor into an absolute Chinese monarch, but it also attempted to create a professional bureaucracy. Confucianism shaped the family structure in Korea, especially through its 5 key relationships. Confucianism urges respect from a wife to her husband, a younger sibling to an older sibling, and a younger friend to an older friend. In Korea, these expectations formed a basis and proper conduct in all relationships of a person's life. However, in Vietnam, much of patriarchal Confucianism was rejected. Vietnamese women ridiculed foot binding in China, and they had a great influence in society as a whole.
Ah, the open letter. Dear Sinified Nations, why did you decide that you needed someone else to tell you what to do? Was what you had not good enough? Japan, you had that cool Shintoism thing going on with your magical spirits of nature and the ancestors that you already worshipped. I mean, spirits are spirits, and you are probably making your old ones sad. In Korea, it's understandable that you wanted to adopt the fashion that came with silk clothes and pretty colors. But it was worth it to travel all the way to the country just to get a book that tells you how to live your life properly? Because that's pretty much what you did. Vietnam, I have nothing to say about you because you didn't get involved in any of the antics that your neighbors did. Good on you. Enjoy your Buddhism and stay awesome. Whether you are, and no matter what ritual you are carrying out at night, now enjoy the words of some old guy who told you that you are doing your life wrong. You will receive another letter from us very, very soon. Yours truly, Crash Course Crew.
After the Song dynasty, the Mongols established the Yuan dynasty in China. Confucianism was all but forgotten, and civil service exams were removed to keep the scholar gentry from acquiring too much power. However, after the overthrow of this empire in 1386, the newly established Ming rulers got back to tradition. During this time, Confucianism placed the most emphasis on keeping proper relationships. The relationship between ruler and subject, which was seen as identical to the relationship between father and son, served as the foundation for philosophy and education in the Ming court. Loyalty to one's state and family, kindness, and continuance of established rituals were all valued. In the end, the empire was toppled around 1644 when the Qing dynasty was established after taking Beijing through the use of 8 organized banner armies. Most of their subjects were ethnic Chinese, and so they stuck to a great deal of Ming politics, adding Confucian traditions to the court calendar that were not already observed. The Manchu educated their children in Confucian classics and even retained the Chinese civil service exams that were based on the philosophy. The religion of the Qing dynasty was declared Confucianism by the first emperor and was not changed throughout its history. Because the Manchu believed in treating the community with respect and doing good based on a set moral compass, the Qing continued to include the traditional ideology of Confucianism in their society.
Okay, despite its overall success, Confucianism was not exempt from criticism. There was opposition as early as the Qing dynasty in the form of the Taiping Rebellion, which was led by Hong Zhiquan in order to not only overthrow the dynasty itself, but also Confucianism because he wanted to target one of the scholar gentry's chief sources of power. Although it did not take the Qing dynasty down, other factors such as poverty from overpopulation and opium addiction resulted in the demise of the empire. Later down the road, the May 4th movement protested against the government, and more specifically, Confucianism, focusing on science rather than ethics. After a civil war between the communists and China.
Although both Buddhism and Confucianism had lasting effects on Asia, we should probably stick to Confucianism since, that's what this project is on. Confucianism pushed people to broaden their knowledge and understanding, and this led many people to immigrate to countries such as the United States and the United Kingdom. According to the research study in the mid-90s, there are currently more than 5 million Chinese students studying abroad in different countries. Previous Confucian values encouraged proper education of those who were destined to succeed. According to multiple interviews of Chinese shoplifters in Avaru, the vast majority of them dealt with shoplifters in a surprisingly calm manner, telling the thief to leave the items and let him go. The owner state reporting them would only allow for more thievery to occur and will also lose the attention of local inhabitants. Chinese citizens have adopted a great understanding for foreigners and the less fortunate.
Although its prominence in society persisted until the end of the Qing dynasty,
and was spread to other Asian nations, such as Japan, Korea, Taiwan, in both the post-classical and modern era.
Eventually, Confucianism fell in favor of communism.
However, the effects of ideology can still be seen in multiple aspects of Chinese society to this day.